Loud. Recording. Hello, everybody. Now and in the future, we are Miscreant Theatre Collective. This is a part of our Zoom reading series where we read a play. Hopefully you enjoy this if you join us now, if you join us in the future. Hopefully you like to read plays and you get together with your friends and you also read plays. Today we will be reading Edward Albee show written in 2000 and opened on Broadway in 2002. The Zoo Story, the Sandbox.
No.
Who's Afraid of Virginia
Goat?
No. The Goat, or Who is Sylvia? We will go through and introduce ourselves and what we are doing for the show, what characters we're reading as, and then whenever I decide, I will start the stage directions, and we will begin this show. My name is Doron. I am a part of the collective, and I will be reading, as I so aptly said, the stage directions.
I am Thomas. I'm a member of the collective. I'll be reading for Martin.
I'm Angela, and I'll be reading for Stevie.
I'm Bob, reading for Ross.
I'm Toby, and I'll be reading for Billy.
Lit. Cool. We shall begin. Scene 1, the living room. Stevie on stage arranging flowers. Stevie calling off stage.
What time are they coming? Martin, what time are they coming?
What?
Entering.
What?
What time are they coming?
Who? Oh.
Looks at watch.
Soon. Very soon. Why can't I remember anything?
Stevie finishing flowers.
Why can't you remember?
Anything. Nothing. I can't remember a thing this morning so far. I couldn't remember where I put the new head for the razor. I couldn't recall Ross's son's name. Still can't. 2 cards in my jacket that make no sense to me. Whatever. And I'm not sure I know why I came here.
Todd.
What?
Ross's son is called Todd.
Right. Why the flowers?
It's brighten up the corner.
Where you are? Where I am?
Where you'll probably be sitting to make the cameras happy.
Martin smelling the flowers.
Where are they? What are they?
Cameras?
No, these.
Ranunculus. Ranunculi?
Pretty. Why don't they smell?
They're secretive. Probably too subtle for your forgetful nose.
Every sense going. Next, taste next, touch, hearing. Hearing.
What?
What?
And to think you're only 50. Did you find it?
What?
The new head for the razor.
Right, the new head. I'll need that next. The whole thing.
Why did you want to remember Todd's name? Why did you want to remember Todd's name?
Well, to begin with, I shouldn't be forgetting it. And when Ross shows up and he asks about Billy, I can't say, he's fine. How's, your son?
Todd.
Todd. How old's Todd?
Young Todd.
Yes, it's the little slips.
I wouldn't worry about it. Are you going to offer them stuff? Coffee? Beer?
Probably. Do you think it means anything?
I don't know what it is.
I can't remember anything.
Probably not. You have too much to remember, that's all. You could go in for a checkup if you can remember our doctor's name.
Percy.
Right?
Who could forget that? Nobody has a doctor named Percy. What's the matter with me?
You're 50.
No, more than that.
The old foreboding, the sense that everything going right is a sure sign that everything's going wrong. Of all the awful to come, all that?
Probably. Why did I come in here?
I heard you in the hall. I called you.
Aha!
What's my name?
Pardon?
Who am I? Who am I?
You're the love of my life, the mother of my handsome and worrisome son, my playmate, my cook, my bottle washer. Do you
What?
wash my bottles?
Not as a habit. I may have washed one of your bottles. Do you have bottles?
Everyone has bottles.
Right. But what's my name?
Stevie?
Good. Will this be a long one?
Along what?
Interview.
The usual, I guess. Ross says it wasn't going to be a feature, sort of a catch up
On your 50th.
on my 50th. Wonder if I should tell him that my mind's going. If I can remember.
Maybe hug him from behind.
Your mind's not going.
My what?
Your mind, darling, it's not going anywhere.
Am I too young for Alzheimer's?
Probably. Isn't it nice to be too young for something?
Uh-huh.
The joke is, if you can remember what it's called, you don't have it.
What?
Als.
Kisses her forehead.
Oh, you know how to turn a girl on. Forehead kisses. Where have you been?
Releases her.
What time are they coming?
Soon. You said very soon.
I did? Good.
Did you find it?
What?
The head for your racer.
No, but it's around here somewhere.
Martin fishes in a pocket, brings out cards.
But these, what the hell are these? Basic Services Limited? Basic Services Limited to what?
The other card.
Clarissa Atherton? No number, no internet thing. Clarissa Atherton?
Basic services? Clarissa Atherton Basic Services?
Every time someone gives me one of these, I know I'm supposed to give them one back, but I don't have them. It's embarrassing.
I've told you to have them made. Cards.
I don't want to.
Then don't. Who is she?
Who?
Clarissa Atherton. Basic Services. Does she smell funny?
I don't know. I don't know who she is as far as I know. Where were we this week?
Oh, it doesn't matter, sweetie. If you're seeing this Atherton woman, this dominatrix who smells funny,
How could I be seeing her, whoever she is? There's nothing on this card with dominatrix?
why not?
Maybe you know things I don't.
Maybe.
And I probably know one or two things you don't.
It evens out.
Yes. Do I look okay?
For the TV? Yes.
Yes. Really?
I said yes. Fine. The old prep school tie.
Is it? Oh, yeah, so it is.
No one puts on their prep school tie by accident. No one.
What if you can't remember that's what it is?
No one. If you do get Alzheimer's and you get to the stage, you don't know who I am, who Billy is, who you are, for that matter.
Billy?
Stop it. When you get to the point you can't remember anything, someone will hand you that.
Indicates his tie.
And you'll look at it and you'll say, ah, my prep school tie, my prep school tie.
The doorbell rings and chimes.
Ah, doom time.
If you are seeing that woman, I think we'd better talk about it.
If I were, we would.
If not the dominatrix, then some blonde half your age, some chippy, as they used to call them.
Or, worst of all, someone just like you. As bright, as resourceful, as intrepid, merely new.
You win them all, don't you?
Enough.
Door again. Next several speeches are done in a greatly exaggerated, null-coward manner. English accents, flamboyant gestures.
Something's going on, isn't it?
Yes, I've fallen madly in love.
I knew it.
Hopelessly,
I knew it.
I fought against it.
Oh, you poor darling.
Fought hard.
I suppose you'd better tell me.
I can't. I can't.
Oh, tell me. Tell me.
Her name is Sylvia.
Sylvia? Who is Sylvia?
She's a goat. Sylvia is a goat. She's a goat.
She stares, finally smiles, moves towards the hall,
You're too much.
exits.
Am I? You try to tell them. You try to be honest. What do they do? Well, they laugh at you. You're too much. I suppose I am.
Hey, honey.
Hi, Ross.
Ross enters with Stevie.
Hello there, old man.
I'm 50.
It's a term of endearment. Nice flowers.
It is?
What? What is?
Hello there, old man. Ranunculi.
Pardon?
The proper plural of ranunculus, the flowers, according to old Martin here.
Some say ranunculuses. That sounds wrong. Even though it's probably perfectly acceptable.
Let's move that chair over to whatever they are, the flowers. Are you happy in that chair?
Am I happy in it? I don't even know if I've ever sat in it. Have I? Have I sat in it?
You just did. And you sat in it the last time Ross did the program with you.
That's right.
Yes. But was I happy? Did I sit there in contentment and did I sit there and did contentment bathe me in its warm light?
You got me, fella.
Yes, contentment fell. You sat there and I watched it bathe you in the warm light. I've got to go.
Where are you going?
Out.
Are we in tonight?
Yes. I think Billy's going out.
Naturally.
We're in. TV time! I'm getting my hair done, and then I thought I'd stop by the feed store.
He exits.
By what? She's going to stop by what?
Nothing. Nowhere. No crew?
Just me this time. The old handheld. You ready for the chair?
Ha-ha. How's old Todd?
Old Todd?
You know, old Todd.
You mean my baby son, who just last week it seems like dandled on my knee? That old Todd?
Lovely word, dandled. Yes. That old Todd.
Who I cannot accept, having become 18?
Whom?
Maybe.
Yes, that one. Can any of us? Ever?
Pushing me further into middle age.
Yes, that's one. That one.
He's okay. He asked me last week, first time since he was 4 or something, why he didn't have a brother or a sister or whatever. Why April and I never had another kid.
April, May, June, the pastel months. You name girl babies after them.
Right. I told him, if you do it right the first time, why take a chance on another?
Did you like that one?
Seemed to. Of course, I could have told him the whole graduating class got together and vowed that we would all have only 1 kid each, keep the population down. Speaking of which, how's Billy? How's yours? Your one and only.
Oh. 17 last week. Didn't Todd come to the party? No, I guess he didn't. Real cute kid, Billy. Bright as you'd ever want. Gay as the 90s.
Passing phase. Have you had the old serious talk?
The you'll get over it once you meet the right girl lecture? Nah, I'm too smart for that. So's he. So's Billy. I told him to be sure. Says he's sure. Loves it, he says.
Well, of course he loves it. He's getting laid, for God's sake. Don't worry about it.
Who?
Billy, 17 at the phase.
Like the moon, eh?
He'll straighten out. To make a pun. Billy will come out of it. He'll be okay.
Sure.
Voice test? Phone off?
I assume Stevie did it.
I hear a kind of a rushing sound like a whoosh or wings or something.
It's probably the Eumenides.
Well, the dishwasher. There, it stopped.
And it probably wasn't the Eumenides. They don't stop.
They go right on.
Right.
Why is Stevie going to the feed store?
She isn't.
Then why did she?
It's a joke.
Standing joke?
No, a new one. A brand new one.
Okay, ready? Ready, Martin. Here we go. Just be yourself.
Really?
Well, no, maybe not. Put on your public face.
Okay.
And don't switch in the middle.
Okay.
Jesus. Good evening. This is Ross Tuttle. Welcome to People Who Matter. Some people have birthdays and no one pays them any mind. Well, family, of course, friends, and others. Well, some people are, I was going to say special, but that's a dumb word, for everyone matters. Everyone's special. But some people matter in extraordinary ways, in ways which affect the lives of the rest of us, enrich them, inform them. Some people, I guess, are, well, more extraordinary than others. Martin Gray, who you met on this program before, is such a man, such a person. Good evening, Martin.
Good evening, Ross. It's mid-afternoon.
I know. Shut up. 3 things happened to you this week, Martin. You became the youngest person ever to win the Pritzker Prize, architect's version of the Nobel Prize. Also this week, you were chosen to design the World City, the $200 billion dream city of the future, financed by U.S. electronics technology and set to rise in the wheat fields of our Middle West. Also this week, you celebrated your 50th birthday. Happy birthday, Martin, and congratulations.
Thanks, Ross.
Quite a week, Martin.
Yes. Yes, it was. Quite a week.
How does it feel, Martin?
Becoming 50?
No, all of it. Yes.
Well,
It must be amazing. No, thrilling.
turning 50? No, not really.
No, the other. The World City, the Pritzker, all that.
Oh, that. Oh, yes. Amazing. Thrilling.
For one so young.
50 is young.
For the Pritzker Prize. Where were you when they told you?
I was at the gym. I'd taken off all my clothes, and Stevie called me there.
Stevie is your wife.
I know that.
How did it make you feel?
Stevie being my wife?
No, the prize.
Well, it was gratifying. Not being naked, but hearing about it, the prize.
Weren't you thunderstruck?
Well, no, they'd hinted at it, to the prize, I mean, and
But it was pretty wonderful, wasn't it?
well, yes. Yes, it was pretty wonderful. It is pretty wonderful.
Tell us about the World City.
Well, you just did. At $200 billion in all of the wheat fields of Kansas and whatever.
What an honor. What a duo of honors. You're at the pinnacle of your success, Martin.
You mean it's all downhill from here?
Cut.
Camera down.
What's the matter with you?
Sorry?
I can't shoot that. You're a million miles away.
That far.
You want to try again?
Try what?
The taping, the program.
Oh.
We're taping.
Yes, I know.
Something the matter?
I think so. Yes, probably.
Do you want to talk about it, as they say?
About what?
About what's the matter?
Why? What's the matter? What's the
You
matter?
say something with the matter. That you think something's the matter.
Oh.
40 years, Martin. We've known each other 40 years since we were 10.
Yes. That gives you something? Rights or something?
I'm your oldest friend.
No. My aesthetics professor at college, I see him. He's a lot older than you. He's over 90.
Your longest friend. The person you've known the longest.
No? My Aunt Sarah, she's known me.
She's not a friend.
Oh?
No, she's a relative. Relatives are not friends.
Oh, now.
Are not the same as friends. Jesus.
Ah, yes. Well, you're right. I've known you longer as a friend than anyone. Why is this relevant?
Because you're troubled. And I thought that as your oldest friend, I might be able to.
Am I? Is that true?
You said something that was what was the matter?
I did. Huh.
Why are you so...
Are you still shooting? Are we still on?
No. We'll try to do it at the studio later. Sorry.
Can I get up now?
If you want to, if you're not happy.
Why are you talking to me like I was a child?
Because you're acting like one.
Am I?
Probably the most important week of your life.
Really?
And you act like you don't know whether you're coming or going, like you don't know where you are.
Maybe it's love or something.
Maybe what is?
Like a child.
You're having an affair.
Shh! I mean, Jesus.
Okay, he's not having an affair.
Jesus. Too bad you didn't bring the crew. They'd love this.
They know their business.
And
And
aren't you guys friendly anymore?
they know their business. What do you want me to do? Have them over for dinner? Have every crew over for dinner?
No, I guess not. Why not?
Hmm?
Why not have them over for dinner?
Oh, for God's sake, Martin.
Okay. Jesus.
It's just that I don't mix with.
The help? You don't mix with the help?
What is wrong with you today? That's not what I meant, and you know it.
You're a snob. I guess I've always known that. With all of your left-wing proletarian background, you're a snob. Worst kind.
We're best friends, remember?
Meaning?
We like each other
Oh.
more than anyone.
Oh. Right. Yes. Who else can I be cranky with?
Stevie?
You know, Stevie doesn't take too well to cranky anymore. If she's developed a flaw, it's that. Don't be so cranky, Martin.
Pity.
Well, you know.
So, you're in love.
With Stevie, sure. 22 years now.
No, I mean in love. Ficky fack. Humpty Doodle.
What on earth are you talking about, Humpty Doodle?
You said you were in love. Outside of Stevie, as I read it.
Sorry. Really? I don't remember.
Oh, okay. That does it.
That's Ross
Where you
gathering
going?
stuff up.
I'm gathering my things, and I'm taking my left wing. What was it?
Proletariat.
Proletarian self out of here.
But why? As the
Look, I came here to fucking interview you.
fine.
To boost your ego even more than
I have no ego.
bullshit. Even more than where it already is, and you fucked that up.
Fine. You say fuck a lot.
You say fine a lot.
Words beginning with F.
Yeah. Well, tell me about it.
About,
Your new love.
oh, that.
Yes.
I don't know that I want to,
Yes, you do.
that I can.
Try.
You're persistent.
Best friend. Best friend.
Okay. I don't know if I ever thought that, well, Stevie and I would be. Well, no, we're not.
Are you telling me about it?
I'm starting to. Or maybe I'm beginning to start.
Okay.
As I said, it never occurred to me that anything like this would come up. Because I've always been because we've always been good together. Good in bed and out. always honest, always considerate. I've not been unfaithful our whole marriage. I want you to know this. Never physically untrue, as they say.
That's amazing. It's wonderful, but wow.
Yes, wow. I've been groped in the kitchen by a cutie or two, laid at a party once or twice. I've had my hand a couple of places a couple of times, but never done anything. You follow?
I follow.
It never seemed necessary, either to be able to do a comparison or even for its own sake. I never needed it, I guess. Do you remember that time, that college reunion weekend, you and I decided to call that service they told us about, the gang had told us about?
The Ladies' Aid Society.
Yeah. And you called a couple of them over, and
And we had a couple of bimbos over.
bimbai.
Yes. Oh, I remember.
And you were married already, and Stevie and I were dating or going together.
Or whatever.
Yes. What were their names?
Yes, what were their names?
Oh, that was you. You said that. Mine was
Okay.
Alice.
Big girl.
Large Alice.
Right. Mine was Trudy or Trixie or...
April.
Yes. April?
Yes. April.
Oh, shit. April's called April.
Yes, she is.
Shit. And we had them up to our room, 2 beds, 2 rooms.
Just like when we roomed together.
Kind of a reunion for the reunion.
Yes. I guess so. And do you remember what happened?
I don't know what happened.
I couldn't do it. Couldn't perform.
Oh, yeah. You never had that problem when we were undergrads. I'd be pumping away, you pumping away in that bed.
I hadn't met Stevie.
Right.
That night at the reunion with the large Alice.
You were going with Stevie.
Right.
I remember.
I don't know why I ever thought I wanted to.
No, right.
I was already in love with Stevie, and I didn't know how much.
Amazing theory. The heart rules the dick. I always thought that the dick was driven by,
Don't be cynical.
a new part of my left wing. What?
Proletarian.
Ah, yes, my left wing proletarian snobbish, cynical self.
Right. And not new. You do see, don't you? In love with Stevie, she owns every part of me. Look, when I'm traveling and Stevie's here, I get itchy.
You give yourself a hand job and you think about Stevie, about you and Stevie.
Yes.
Shakes his head.
I didn't catch your tone.
There wasn't any. Go on. How did you fuck it up?
What? Fuck up what?
Are you playing games?
No, fuck up what?
Your life. Apparently you and Stevie. How'd you fuck it up?
Oh, that.
Getting an answer out of you.
Okay. As I told you, I've never been unfaithful. Never needed it. Never.
Yeah, right. You told me.
And then, one day,
Yeah.
and then one day,
That's it?
and then one day, well, I was house sitting, barn hunting, actually. Stevie and I decided it was time to have a real country place, a farm, maybe. deserved it. So I was in my car at about 60 miles out from the city. Stevie couldn't come with me.
Beyond the suburbs.
Yes, beyond the suburbs, farms around it, small farms. I found a wonderful place, wonderful old farmhouse, and a lot of land.
Yeah, the old back 20 or whatever it is.
Right, whatever. And I called Stevie and told her she had to see it. And I put a hold on it till she could see it. And Stevie was, well, a farm? She said. But I said, wait. And the real estate guy was okay with that for a while. And then I was driving out of the town back to the highway, and I stopped at the top of the hill.
Crest.
Right. And I stopped. And the view was, well, not spectacular, but wonderful. Fall, with the leaves turning and the town below me and the great scudding clouds and those country smells.
Cow shit and all that.
New moon, fella. The smell of country, the smell of apples. The roadside stands, the corn, and other stuff piled high, and baskets full of other things, beans, tomatoes, and those great white peaches you only get late in the summer.
The whole thing, right?
Oh, you city boy. From up there, I could trace the roads out toward the farm. It gave me a kind of shiver.
The ludicrous often does.
Anyway,
Anyway,
it was pretty wonderful. And I was getting back in the car, about to get back in the car with my loot, vegetables and stuff. And it was then that I saw her, just looking at me.
Daisy May, blonde hair to her shoulders, big tits from the calico blouse, bare midriff, blonde down at the navel, piece of straw on her teeth.
You don't understand.
No blonde hair, no tits.
No. And there she was, looking at me with those eyes.
And it was love.
You don't understand.
No, it wasn't love.
No. Yes. Yes, it was love, but I didn't know it right then. How could I?
Right then it was good old lust, eh? Dick starting to get big in your pants.
You don't understand. I didn't know what it was, what I was feeling. It wasn't like anything I'd felt before. It was so amazing, so extraordinary. There she was, just looking at me with those eyes of hers. And
Well, did you talk to her?
did I what?
Did you talk to her?
Huh. Yes. Yes, I did. I went up to her, to where she was, and I spoke to her. And she came toward me, and with those eyes, and I touched her face. And I don't want to talk about it. I can't talk about it.
All right, let me help you. You're seeing her.
Yes. Oh, yes, I'm seeing her.
You're having an affair with her.
A what? Having a what?
You're screwing her.
Yes. Yes, I'm screwing her. Jesus.
True love.
That's it, you see.
What is? What do I see?
I'm seeing her. I'm having her. An affair, I guess. No, it's not the right word. I am screwing her, as you put it. All of which is beyond even, yes, I'm doing all that.
And you're in love with her.
Yes. Yes, I am. In love with her. Jesus. Sylvia. Oh, Sylvia.
I almost dare not ask this, but who is Sylvia?
I can't tell you.
Who else but me? You can't tell Stevie. It would.
No!
Then who is she? Who is Sylvia?
Martin pauses, goes to wallet, brings out photo, looks at it, hesitates, then hands it to Ross. Not looking as he does so. Ross takes photo, looks at it, double takes, begins a huge guffaw, which becomes Ross staring at photo,
This is Sylvia.
Yes.
pinning it down.
This is Sylvia who you're fucking.
Don't say that. Whom?
With whom you're having an affair.
Yes. Yes.
How long now?
6 months.
Jesus. You have to tell Stevie.
I can't. I couldn't do that.
You have to. And if you don't, I will.
No, Ross, please.
You're in very serious trouble.
I am?
Ross, shaking his head as he looks at the photo.
You sure are, buddy. You sure are.
But, Ross, you don't
This is a goat. You're having an affair with a goat. You're fucking a goat.
Yes.
End of scene 1. Scene 2, the living room, day later. Martin, Stevie, and Billy, Stevie holding a letter.
You're doing what? Fucking a goat?
Billy, please.
Jesus Christ!
Don't swear.
The what?
Don't swear. You're too young.
Fuck that!
Billy, your mother.
You're fucking a fucking goat, and you tell me not to swear?
You know, your own sex life leaves a little to...
All right, you two.
At least what I do is with persons.
I said, all right, you two.
Goat fucker.
Fucking faggot.
I said, all right.
Fucking faggot? You called me a fucking faggot?
I'm sorry.
Your father's sorry, Billy.
I'm sorry. You're gay, and that's fine. And I don't give a shit where you put you. I don't care one way or the other, is what I mean.
Yeah, sure.
I said your father's sorry for calling you a fucking faggot because he's not that kind of man. He's a decent, liberal, right-thinking, talented, famous, gentle man who right now would appear to be fucking a goat. And I would like to talk about that if you don't mind, or even if you do.
Sure, Mom, I'm sorry. You go right ahead.
Here.
Let's review Ross's letter, shall we?
How could he? How could he do such a thing?
How could he? Best friend to both of us, a man you would trust with your wife? No.
Sure.
How
could Ross write me this letter?
Stevie waves.
Yes.
Because I love you, Stevie, as much as I love Martin, because I love you both, respect you, love you. I can't stay silent at a time of crisis for you both, for Martin's public image and your own deeply devoted.
Bullshit.
Yes?
Yes.
So, anyhow, let's not pretend he never wrote the letter. Let's not pretend I didn't get it in the mail today. Nice that. No. Electronic nonsense. And let us not pretend that I did not read it.
No. No, of course not.
And let us not pretend that Ross does not tell me that you are having an affair with, how does he put it? An affair with a certain Sylvia, who I am mortified to tell you. He does get flowery, doesn't he?
Yes, yes, he does.
I am mortified to tell you is a goat.
Jesus.
Will you be still?
Still?
Hey, sure. Jesus.
You will, of course, be shocked and greatly distressed. No kidding. Shocked and greatly distressed to know of this, but I felt it my obligation to be the one to bear these tidings.
Tidings?
Yes, tidings.
Jesus, of comfort and joy?
As I'm sure you'd rather hear it all from a dear friend, as opposed to what? The ASPCA?
Oh, God, oh, God.
Doubtless, Martin. Doubtless.
Probably.
Doubtless, Martin will tell you all I have not, all I cannot. What are friends for, eh?
Oh, Dad.
Poor Dad. Poor Dad?
What?
Nothing.
So, now you will tell me all that Ross has not, cannot. After you tell me what friends are for, of course.
Oh, Stevie.
Starts to move to her.
Stay away from me. Stay there. You smell of goat. You smell of shit. You smell of all I cannot imagine being able to smell. Stay away from me.
Martin, arms wide.
I love you.
Jesus.
You love me? Let's see if I understand the phrase. You love me?
Yes.
But I'm a human being. I have only 2 breasts. I walk upright. I give milk only on special occasions. I use the toilet. You love me. I don't understand.
Oh, God.
How can you love me when you love so much less?
Oh, God.
Fucking a goat?
That does it. Out.
What did I say? I said he was...
Enough.
Oh, for Christ's sake,
Go to your room.
Oh, Billy Martin.
Go to my room?
Go to your room.
What am I, 8 or something? Go to my room.
You'd better go, Billy. If you stay, you might learn something.
Nicely put.
Thanks.
You want me to leave you alone here with this pervert?
Just go to your room, Billy, or go outside, or
Go to one of your public urinals or one of those death clubs or...
Oh, knock it off.
Wow.
You seem to know a lot about all that.
I read.
Sure. I'll go if you think it's okay, Ma. I'll go. But not to your places. I'll probably go to my room, and I'll probably close my door. And I'll probably lie down in my bed. And I'll probably start crying. It'll probably get louder and worse. But you probably won't hear it, either of you, because you'll be too busy killing each other. But I'll be here. And my little 8-year-old heart will for certain be breaking in twine, as they say.
Very good. Very good.
yeah, very good, Billy.
Jesus Christ.
Billy,
Let him go. Well, now it's just you and me.
yeah.
Take you want to talk about it.
God. You take it?
Is that a yes?
I was out shopping today. Dress gloves, if you want to know. I still wear them for weddings and things.
Who's getting married?
Shut up!
Sorry.
Dress gloves. And then to the fish people for shad roe. It's just come in and then back home, and you were gone. And I heard Billy's music up in his room, and there he was. There was the mail. You'd gone out before it came. Not that it would have mattered. You don't. We don't read each other's.
What that we did. What that we did.
Oh? I would have found out sooner or later. And there was Ross's letter. Ross? Writing to me? Whatever for?
Oh, God.
And I was standing in the pantry. I put the roll away and left the kitchen and was moving to the dining room on my way to the stairs when I began to read it.
Ross shouldn't have done this. He knows he shouldn't have done.
Stevie reading.
Dearest Stevie,
Oh, God.
this is the hardest letter I've ever had to write.
Sure.
You doubt it? The hardest letter I've ever had to write, and to my dearest friends. But because I love you, Stevie, as much as I love Martin, because I love you both, respect you, love you, I can't stay silent at a time of crisis for you both, for Martin's public image and for your own deeply devoted
As I said, bullshit.
self. I must put it baldly, for hinting would only put off the inevitable. Martin, and he told me this himself, I would have liked to have been listening to that conversation.
No, you wouldn't.
Stevie reading again.
Martin is having an affair with a certain Sylvia. Oh God, I thought, at least it's someone I don't know. At least it's not Ross's first wife. The one I thought you might, if you were going to.
Rebecca?
Yeah. Or maybe your new assistant.
Ooh, Ted Ryan?
No, the other one. The other one. The one with the Hooters.
Oh, Lucy something.
Yes, Lucy something. You men are the end. Where was I?
Reads again.
An affair with a certain Sylvia, who I am mortified to tell you is a goat. You will, of course, be shocked and greatly disturbed to know this, but I felt it my obligation to be the one to bear these tidings, as I'm sure you'd rather hear it from a dear friend. Doubtless, Martin. Doubtless?
Sounds right.
Doubtless. Martin will tell you all I have not, all I cannot, with profound affection for you both. Ross. Well?
Yes. Well.
We will now discuss it.
Of course. I thought you won't understand.
Oh, do you know what I thought? What I thought after I'd read the letter right to the end?
No, I don't want to know or guess.
Well, I laughed, of course. A grim joke, but an awfully funny one. That Ross, I tell you, that Ross. You go too far, Ross. It's funny. It's in its awful way, but it's way overboard, Ross. So I shook my head and laughed as the awfulness of it, the absurdity, the awfulness. Some things are so awful, you have to laugh. And then I listened to myself laughing, and I began to wonder why I was laughing. It's not funny when you come right down to it, Ross. Why was I laughing? And just like that,
Snaps her fingers.
I stopped. I stopped laughing. I realized, probably in the way if you suddenly fell off a building, oh, shit! I've fallen off a fucking building and I'm going to die. I'm going to go splat on the sidewalk. Just like that. Psst. That it wasn't a joke at all. It was awful and absurd, but it wasn't a joke. And everything tied in. Ross coming here to interview you yesterday, the funny smell, the Noel Coward bit we did about you having an affair, and with a goat. You said it right out, and I laughed. You told me. You came right out and fucking told me. And I laughed. And I made jokes about going to the feed store. And I laughed. I fucking laughed until it stopped, until the laughter stopped, until it all came together. Ross's letter and all the rest, that odd smell, the mistress's perfume on you. And so I know.
Stevie, I'm so...
Shut up. And so I knew. And next, of course, came believing it. Knowing it's true is one thing. But believing what you know, well, that's the tough part. We all prepare for jolts along the way, disturbances of the peace, the lies, the evasions, the infidelities, if they happen. I've never had an affair, by the way, all our years together, not even with a cat or anything.
Oh, Stevie.
We prepare for things, for lessenings even, inevitable lessenings. And we think we can handle everything, whatever comes along. But we don't know, do we? Do we?
No, we don't.
Fucking right we don't. Something can happen that's outside the rules that doesn't relate to the way the game is played. Death before you're ready to even think about it. That's part of the game. A stroke that leaves you sitting looking at an eggplant the week before had been your husband. That's another. Emotional disengagement. Gradual, so gradual you don't know it's happening. Or sudden, not very often, but occasionally that's another. You've read about spouses. God, I hate that word. Spouses. Who all of a sudden start wearing dresses, yours, or their own collection. Wives gone dyke. But if there's one thing you don't put on your plate, no matter how exotic your tastes may be, is bestiality.
You don't understand.
The fucking of animals? No, that's one thing you haven't thought about. One thing you've overlooked as a byway on the road of life, as the old soap has it. Well, I wonder what he'll start cruising livestock. I must ask Mother whether Dad did it or how she handled it. No, that's the one thing you haven't thought about, nor could you conceive of. So, how was your day?
Well, I had a good day at the office. Made a design for the World City even larger than...
Oh, God. Oh, good.
Then I stopped by the haberdasher.
Haberdasher. That's someone who makes haberdash?
Haber, I think. Dash is part of doing it.
Oh, then what?
Well, I drove back home and...
What? You didn't stop by to see your little lady friend? Get a lick in?
She's in the country. Please, Stevie, don't.
She's in the country.
I keep her there.
Where?
Please, don't.
Martin, did you ever think you'd come back from your splendid life, walk into your living room, and find you have no life left?
Not specifically, no.
Looks down.
I think we'd better talk about this. If I'm going to kill you, I need to know exactly why. All the details.
You really want to?
What? Kill you?
No. Learn about it.
No. I don't really want to. I want the whole day to rewind. Start over. I want the reel to reverse. To see the mail on the hall table where Billy's left it, then not see it because I haven't opened the door yet, not having gotten the fish yet, because I haven't bought the gloves yet, because I haven't left the house yet, because I haven't gotten out of our bed, because I haven't waked up yet. But since I can't reverse time, yes, I do want to know. I'm reeling with it. Make me not believe it. Please, make me not believe it.
Why aren't you crying?
Because this is too serious. Do goats cry, by the way?
I don't know. I haven't.
Made her cry yet? What's the matter with you?
Stevie.
He can't even make a goat cry. What good is he? His son's probably weeping as we speak. That was pretty awful what you said to him, Martin. Pretty awful. His son's probably lying in his bed, tears flowing. His wife would be crying, except she can't be that weak right now. And you can't even make a goat cry. Jeez.
I didn't say I couldn't. I said I haven't.
Well, the goats of this world must be very happy. Oh, you kid.
Martin's starting to leave.
I can't have this conversation. I can't listen to you when you're.
Stevie blocking him.
You stay where you are. You will have this conversation with me right now.
Martin retreating.
Where shall I start?
Right at the beginning. Why do you call her Sylvia, by the way? Did she have a tag or something? Or was it more, who is Sylvia? Fair is she, that all our goats commend her.
No, it just seemed right. Very good, by the way.
Thank you. You saw this thing, this goat, and you said to yourself, this is Sylvia. Or did you talk to it? Hello, Sylvia. How the hell did you know it was a she, was a female? Bag of nipples dragging in the dung? Or isn't this your first?
She is my first. She is my only. But you don't understand.
Oh, I'm trying not to throw up.
Well, if that's the way you.
No, tell me.
All right. As I said to Ross.
As I said to Ross, no, not as I said to Ross, to me. Say it to me.
In any event.
Not in any event, no, this event.
As I said to Ross.
Very well, as you said to Ross.
Thank you. As I said to Ross, I'd gone to the country to find a place we wanted, our country place.
You went out a lot.
Well, if you're after utopia,
Sure.
unless you're one of those people finds it right off. That's it. That's the place. Unless you're one of those, you've got to search and look around. Close enough in to make it practical for our country needs. No more than an hour or so from.
Our country nerds. I'm sorry. Our country needs.
You're the one who said it. Verdancy, flowers and green leaves against steel and stone, okay?
Okay. And it's lovely. Now get to the goat.
I'm getting to her. I'm getting to her.
Stop calling it her.
That is what she is. It is a she. She is a she.
I suppose I should be grateful it wasn't a male. Isn't a male goat.
Funny you should ask, as they say. There was a place we went to.
Oh,
Well, when I realized something was wrong, when I realized people would think something was wrong, that what I was doing wasn't.
I'm going to kill you.
Yes, probably. It was a therapy place, a place people went to talk about it, about when they were doing and with whom.
What? Not whom. What? With what?
Whatever, a place. Please, let me finish this. A place to talk about it, like AA, like Alcoholics Anonymous.
Goat fuckers anonymous.
Please. Please?
Sorry. Destroy me.
And it had no cute name, no AA, no nothing. Just a place
How did you find it?
online.
Of course.
I went there. There were, 10 of us. A group leader, of course.
What was he fucking? Oh, who? Sorry.
He was cured. He said odd phase was off it.
Very well. What had he been fucking?
A pig. A young pig.
Stevie rises, finds a big ceramic table plate, smashes it, resits, or whatever.
Go on.
Is there going to be a lot of that?
Probably.
You don't want Billy down here. Some things.
Some things are what? Private? Sacred? Husband telling wifey about a very peculiar therapy session? A pig?
A small one, he said.
Jesus!
Billy rushes in from the hall.
You two okay?
Yes, we're fine. Yes, we're fine. Go away, Billy.
Who's throwing things?
I am. Your mother. Your mother is throwing things.
Is there gonna be more?
I imagine so.
Billy retrieving a small vase.
Gave you this one. I think I'll take it upstairs.
Stevie as Billy turns to go.
I would have noticed, Billy.
Billy shaking his head.
Sure. You guys hold it down.
Exits.
I would have! I think I would have.
So anyway, it was really this place.
A pig? Really?
Well, everyone had, you know.
Someone or something.
Yes.
And was Clarissa Atherton there?
Who? Yes, that's where I got the card. And
And what is she fucking? Who?
a dog, I think.
Stevie finds a vase, crashes it to the floor.
A dog, you think?
Why would she lie? Why would anyone there lie?
Damned if I know.
And so I went there. And
Did you all take your friends with you? Your pigs, your dogs, your goats, your...
no, we weren't there to talk about them. We were there to talk about ourselves. Our problems, as they call them.
The livestock was all happy, you mean?
No, there was this one goose. I think it was.
Stevie finds a vase, crashes it to the floor.
Shall we go outside?
Get on with it.
All right. There was this one goose.
Not geese, not pigs, not dogs, goats. The subject is goats.
The subject is a goat. The subject is Sylvia.
You see Stevie looking for something to throw.
No, don't. Please, just listen. Sit and listen.
Stevie has a small bowl in her hands and sits.
All right, I'm listening.
I said, most of the people that were having problems were shamed, or what is the word? Conflicted. Were needed to talk about it a while. And while I went there, I guess to find out why they were all there.
Pardon?
I didn't understand why they were there, why they were so unhappy. What's wrong with being in love like that?
Stevie gently separates hands, letting bowl fall between her legs and break.
So much I have to explain.
Oh.
Martin rises, moves a little away.
You must promise to be still. Sit there and please listen. And then maybe when I've finished, you just listen, please.
How could I not?
I went there because I couldn't come to you with it.
Oh,
Well, think about it.
I suppose you're right.
And most of them had a problem, had a long history. A man with a pig was a farm boy, and he and his brothers, when they were just kids, just did it naturally. Perhaps they did with the pigs or piglets, perhaps, and that wasn't clear.
Naturally, of course.
Are you agreeing?
No. Get on with it.
It was what they did. Maybe it was better than...
Then with each other, or their sisters, or their grandmothers. You've got to be kidding.
No one got hurt.
Huh.
We'll talk about that.
You bet we will.
Most of them had reasons. The man with the pig was more a matter of habit than anything else, I guess. A comfort, familiarity.
Jesus.
Though he was off it, cured, as he put it, which I found odd.
Of course.
I mean, if he was happy...
Stevie knocks over the small side table where she is sitting, never taking her eyes off Martin.
Oops.
When he was doing it, I mean, must you? Though I suppose he no longer was happy.
You mean you didn't ask him?
No, I didn't. The lady with the German Shepherd.
Clarissa?
No, another one. The lady with the shepherd. It turned out she had been raped by her father and her brother when she was 12 or so. Continually raped, one watching the other, she told us.
And so she took up with dogs?
Yes, it would seem. The man with the goose was hideously ugly. I could barely look at him. And I suppose you could never, you know.
Do I?
Try and imagine.
I doubt I can.
Try so ugly, no woman, no man would ever think of doing it with you ever.
One in the hand, etc. But a goose?
Not everyone is satisfied that way. One in the hand, no matter. And I was unhappy there. But they were all unhappy.
My goodness.
And I didn't know why.
Really? I think we've hit upon why I'm going to kill you.
There's something else I want you to understand.
Oh, something else.
It's something I told Ross.
Not him again.
He is my best friend.
Oh, and I thought I was.
I told him that in all our time together, yours and mine, all our marriage, I have never been unfaithful.
Ha!
Never in all our years. Oh, early on, one of your friends would grope me in the kitchen at a party or...
I love my friends. They have taste.
Never unfaithful, never once. I've never wanted to. We're so good together, you and I.
A perfect fit. Ha!
Yes.
You'd never imagine that a marriage could be so perfect.
Yes. I mean, no, I hadn't.
Great sex, good cook, even does the windows.
Be serious.
No, it's too serious for that. Fuck you, by the way.
Never once. People looked at me and said, "What's the matter with you? Don't you have plenty, don't you have any, lust?" And I'd say, "Sure, I've got plenty. All for Stevie."
Stevie shakes her head.
La-di-da, la-di-fucking-da!
Listen to me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All the men I knew were having affairs, seeing other women and laughing about it. At the club, on the train, I almost felt like a misfit. What's the matter with you, Martin? You mean you're only doing it with your wife? What kind of a man are you?
You mean must be fun together? You men must be fun together.
Odd man out. I only wanted you.
And I have something to tell you.
Oh no. Don't tell me that you've been with...
Stevie, hands up, shakes her head.
Hush. In all our marriage, I've never even wanted anyone but you.
Oh, Stevie.
My mother told me we really were good friends. I'm sorry you never knew her.
I am too.
We talked together like sisters, by God. We talked the night away, two girls talking. We were that good friends, but she sure knew how to be a parent when she needed to, when she wanted to keep me very level. And she said to me, I never told you this, Be sure you marry someone you're in love with, deeply and wholly in love with. But be careful who you fall in love with, because you might marry him. Your father and I have the best marriage anyone could possibly have, she said to me over and over. Be sure you do too.
Stevie,
Be careful who you marry, she said to me. And I was. I fell in love with you? No. I rose into love with you and have what cherished you all these years, been proud of all you've done, been happy with our funny son, been, well, happy. I guess that's the word. No, I don't guess. I know. I have been happy. Look at me, Mother. I've married the man I loved, and I've been so happy.
Martin moves to her, touches her.
oh, Stevie.
Stevie
Get-
swipes objects off the coffee table.
Get your goat fucking hands off me!
Retreats to wall, arms wide, sobbing greatly. Reacts as
All
if
right.
he's touched a hot stove.
All right, no more.
Yes! More! Finish it! Vomit it all up. Puke it out all over me. I'll never be less ready. So do it. Do it. I've laid it all out for you. I'm naked on the table. Take all your knives. Cut me. Scar me forever.
Before or after I vomit on you?
Hands up to appease.
Sorry.
Women in deep woe often mix their metaphors.
Yes.
Get on with it. Very good, by the way,
Thanks.
and hopelessly inappropriate.
Yes, sorry.
Stevie casually overturns a chair.
Get on with it, I said.
Are you going to do that with all the furniture?
I think so. You may have to help me with some of it, though.
Truce.
Stevie takes a painting, breaks it over something.
No truce. All of it now.
That was my mother's painting.
It still is. You found us our lovely country place.
And the day I found it, I called, you remember. I told you I put a hole on it.
I'll never forget.
And I was driving out of town back to the highway, and I stopped at the top of a hill.
Crest.
What? Who are you?
You stopped at the crest of a hill on it, actually.
Yes, I stopped, and the view was wonderful. Not spectacular, but wonderful. Fall, the leaves turning.
A regular bucolic.
Yes, a regular bucolic. I stopped and got us things, vegetables and things. You remember.
No, I don't.
No matter. And it was then that I saw her.
Who?
Stevie.
Who? Who could you have seen?
I'm going on with this. You asked. I'm going to get it all out.
Serves me right, I guess.
I had closed the trunk of the car. With that, I had gotten, and it was then I saw her. And she was looking at me with those eyes.
Oh, those eyes. Them eyes!
And what I felt was unlike anything I'd ever felt before. It was so amazing. There she was.
Who? Who?
Don't. She was looking at me with those eyes of her, and I melted, I think. I think that's what I did. I melted.
You melted!
I've never seen such an expression. It was pure and trusting and innocent, so guileless.
Guileless, innocent, pure. You've never seen children or anything? You never saw Billy when he was a kid?
Of course I did. Don't mock me.
Don't mock me.
I went over to where she was, to the fence where she was. I knelt there, eye level.
Goat level.
I will finish this. You asked for it, and you're going to get it. So, shut your tragic mouth.
Stevie puts her fingers over her mouth.
All right. Listen to me. It was as if an alien came out of wherever it was, and it took me with it. And it was an ecstasy and a purity and a love of a unimaginable kind. And it relates to nothing whatever, to nothing that can be related to. Don't you see that the thing that happened to me what nobody understands, what I can't feel, what I'm supposed to do, because it relates to nothing. It can't have happened. It did, but it can't have.
Stevie shakes her head.
What are you doing?
Stevie removes fingers.
Being tragic. I bet a psychiatrist would love all of this.
I knelt there, eye level, and there was an understanding so intense, so natural.
There are some things you can remember, huh?
Martin closes his eyes, reopens them.
An understanding so...
I can't remember why I come into rooms where I put the things with the razor.
An understanding so natural, so intense that I will never forget it. As intense as the night you and I finally came at the same time. What was it, a month after we began? It wasn't happening, but it was.
Stevie shaking her head.
How much do you hate me?
I love you. I love her. There it is.
Stevie howls 3 times, slowly, deliberately.
Go on.
I have to do it.
Yes.
Martin nods.
Right. Okay. There was a connection there, a communication that, well, An epiphany, I guess, comes closest. And I knew what was going to happen.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Please don't. Epiphany. And when it happens, there's no retreating. No holding back. I put my hands through the wire fence, and she came toward me. Slipped her face between my hands, and brought her nose to mine at the wires, and nuzzled.
I am a grown woman. A grown married woman. Nuzzled. Nuzzled.
Her breath was so sweet and warm, and
Here's
Go
some.
on. Go on. Tell the grown up married woman.
Martin warning hand up.
I hear Billy.
Billy enters.
No.
Hello?
Hi.
All right, cool. Lost you guys there for a sec. All right. Are you hitting her? What the fuck?
We're redecorating, honey. No, he's not. By the way, hitting me. I'm hitting myself.
I hear you two. I'm up there and I hear you. Stop it. Jesus, God, stop it.
We will, Billy. We're not quite done.
Go away, Billy. Go out and play.
Go out and...
Leave the house. Leave us alone.
But...
Do what your mother says. Go out and play. Make mud pies. Climb a tree.
Billy, a finger in Martin's face.
if I come and find you've hurt her, I'll...
Billy lunges at Martin, shoves him, recoils. Martin steps forward, stops. Billy sobs, runs from the room. We hear the front door slam.
Mud pies?
Oh, whatever.
What will you do if he comes back and finds you've hurt me? When he comes back and finds you hurt me?
What?
Down from the trees, hands all muddy. Nothing. You were in the middle of your epiphany.
Yes.
God, I wish you were stupid.
Yes. I wish you were stupid too.
Epiphany!
Yes. It was that moment that I realized
That you and the fucking goat were destined for one another.
that she and I were going to go to bed together.
To stall together. To hay, not to bed.
Martin sits.
Whatever. That what could not happen was going to. That we wanted each other very much, and I had to give her that.
Stevie screams, deep-throated rage, and lunges at Martin. He rises, grabs her wrist, and shoves her into a chair. She attempts to get up, but he shoves her back again.
Now, stop it. Let me finish.
You'll be fucking Billy next.
He's not my type.
Stevie rising again.
He's not your type. He's not your fucking type.
No, he's not.
She's about to strike him.
You're my type.
The shock of her face her gesture when we see her confusion. She stands where she is.
you.
You're welcome.
A gesture.
Stevie,
I'm your type. And so is she. So is the goat. So long as it's female, eh? So long as it's got a cunt, it's all right with you.
A soul! Don't you know the difference? Not a cunt, a soul.
You can't fuck a soul.
No, and it isn't about fucking.
Yes.
No, Stevie, it isn't.
Yes, it is about fucking. It is about you being an animal.
I thought I was.
Huh.
I thought we all were animals.
We stay with our own kind.
Oh, we fall in love with many other creatures, dogs and cats.
You don't fuck them. You're a fucking monster.
I am a deeply troubled, greatly divided
Animal fucker.
Sylvia and I.
You're going to tell me she wants you.
Yes.
What does she do? Back you into making awful little bleeding sounds? Meh. Meh.
That sheep.
Whatever. Presented herself down on her forelegs, her head turned, her eyes on you.
Stop it. I
Her.
won't go into the specifics of our sex with you.
Thank you. You take advantage of this creature. You rape this animal. Convince yourself that it has to do with love.
I love her. And she loves me. And
Stevie sweeps the bookcase of whatever is on it, or overturns a piece of furniture. Silence, then starting, quietly building.
No. You listen to me. I have listened to you. I have heard you tell me how much you love me, how you've never even wanted another woman, how we have been a more perfect marriage than chance would even allow. We're both too bright for most of this shit. We see the deep and awful humor of things go over the heads of most people. We see what's hideously wrong in what most people accept as normal. We have both the joys and the sorrows of all that. We have a straight line through life, right all the way to dying. But that's okay, because it's a good line, so long as we don't screw up.
I know.
Shut up! So long as we don't screw up.
Points at him.
And you've screwed up.
Stevie, I
said shut up. Do you know how you've done it? How you've screwed up?
because I was at the vegetable stand one day and I looked over to my right and I saw.
Because you've broken something and it can't be fixed.
Stevie.
Fall out of love with me? Fine. No, not fine, but that can be fixed. Time. Whatever. But tell me you love me and an animal. Both of us. Equally, the same way that you go from my bed, our bed. It's amazing, you know, how good we are. Still, how we please each other and ourselves so fully so fresh each time. You go from our bed, wash your dick, get in your car, and go to her and do with her what I cannot imagine myself imagining, or worse, that you've come from her to my bed, to our bed, and you do with me what I can imagine of want you for,
Oh, Stevie.
that you can do those two things and not understand how it shatters the glass, how it cannot be dealt with, how stop and forgiveness have nothing to do with it, and how I am destroyed, how you are, how I cannot admit it though, how I know it, how I cannot deny it because I cannot admit it, because it is outside of denying.
Stevie, I promise you, I'll stop.
How stopping has nothing to do with having started. How nothing has anything to do with anything.
Here's if there's stop.
You have brought me down, you goat fucker. You love of my life. You have brought me down to nothing.
Finger right at him.
You have brought me down. And Christ, I'll bring you down with me.
She turns on her heel, exits. We hear the front door slam. Martin, after she leaves, after he hears the door.
Stevie? Stevie?
End of scene 2. Scene 3. An hour or so later, Martin is sitting in the ruins. Maybe he is examining a broken piece of something. The room is as it was at the end of scene 2. The front door slams. Billy enters. Martin rises and stands in the middle of the room. Billy looking around.
Wow.
Yes. Wow.
You guys really had it out, huh?
Oh, yes.
Where is she?
Huh? Who?
My mother. Where is my mother?
Where is my mother? Not mother. Where's mother? Not that. Where is my mother?
Whatever. Where is she? Where is my mother? Where is she? What did you do? Kill her?
Yes, I think so.
Billy dropping something he has picked up.
What?
Stop. No, I did not kill her. Of course not. But I think I might as well have. I think we killed each other.
Where is she?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't?
She left.
What do you mean she left? Where?
Stop asking me what I meant. She said she wanted to say she finished, and she left. She slammed the door and left. I assume she drove somewhere.
Yeah, the wagon's gone. Where is she?
She left. I don't know where she is. It's English. She left. It's English. No, I did not kill her. Yes, I think I did. I think we killed each other. That's English too. One of your courses.
I know who you are. I know you're my father. I know who you are. And I know you're supposed to be, but...
You too?
Huh?
You don't know who I am anymore?
No.
Well, neither does your mother.
Parents fight. I know that. All kids know that. There are good times and rotten ones. And sometimes the blanket is pulled out from under you and...
You're mixing your metaphors.
What?
Never mind. Probably not the best time to bring it up. You were saying there are good times and rotten ones.
Yes, thanks.
Welcome.
But sometimes the whatever is pulled out from under you.
Rug, I think.
Right, now shut the fuck up.
Martin opens his mouth, closes it, spits out.
Mantis.
Very good. Where'd you learn that?
I go to a good school, remember?
Yes, but still.
I said shut the fuck up.
Right?
There are good times and there are rotten ones. There are times we are so deep in content and happiness that we think we'll probably drown it, but we don't mind. There are some of those, not too many. There are times we don't know what the fuck is going on. To us, with us, about us, and that's most of the time. I'm talking about a so-called adolescence.
I know.
And then there are times we wish we were old enough to just walk out the door and start all over again. Somewhere else. Blank it all out.
And this?
One guess, you fuck. What have you done with Mother?
We finished our conversation.
Gestures at ruined room.
You see how we talk. We finished our conversation. She said one final thing. She left. She walked out the front door. Slam.
How long ago?
An hour, maybe more, maybe two. I'm not very good at time and stuff right now.
2 hours and you haven't?
What? Called the police? Officer, help me. My wife just found out I've been doing it with livestock and she's run off. Can you help me find her? What? Take off after her? She's a grown woman. She could be having her hair done for all I know.
What did she say to you?
Oh, quite a few things.
When she left, what did she say when she left?
Something about bringing me down or whatever.
Be specific.
Well, it's hard to be specific. We were busy after all, and...
Exactly what she said, and now.
You have brought me down, and I will bring you down with me.
What does that mean?
No one's ever brought you down? I suppose not. Not yet. It means what it says. That you have done to me what cannot be undone, and you won't get away with it.
Billy stands for a moment, then spontaneously cries for a little. Stops.
I see.
You destroy me, I destroy you.
Yes, I see.
Indicates wreckage.
Then there's no point in setting all of this right.
It does look pretty awful, doesn't it?
Let's do it anyway.
Set the stage for the next round? Huh? What next round? It's all behind me, isn't it? Everything. All hope, all salvation. Dead end, rock bottom out with the garbage flushed down the toilet, ground up, spit out over the edge with heavy weight. Down, sunk, whatever. All hopes, everything. Gone, right?
Whatever.
Billy begins to write a few things, not much, then quits.
What's it gonna be then? Divorce?
I don't know, Billy. I don't know that there are any rules for what we are.
Beyond all the rules, eh?
I think so.
I wouldn't know, I guess. I've never been in love. Yet, I mean. Oh, lots of crushes and all.
Only twice for me. Your mother and Sylvia.
You're really holding on to this, aren't you?
To
This goat, this big love affair.
true.
Grow up.
Ah, that's it.
Billy laughs in spite of himself. Martin tries to ride a chair.
Help me with this.
Billy helps him.
Thanks.
Anytime. They asked us at school when. Last week, last month. They asked each of us in the class to talk about how normal our lives were, how conventional it was, and how did we feel about it.
What kind of school is this?
You chose it. You two chose it. A lot of the guys got up and talked about, our home lives, how our parents get on and all, and it wasn't very special except that guy whose parents are divorced, one that's died or gone crazy or whatever.
Really? Crazy?
Sure, good private school, all guys too. I mean, it was all about what you expect. Maybe everybody left all the juicy stuff out, or they didn't know it.
Picks up a shard.
Where does this go?
Crash, I suppose.
Billy looks at it,
Yeah, too bad.
drops it.
Suppose all pretty dull. Pretty much what do you accept?
I take it you haven't gotten up and spoken yet.
No, haven't. You know what I'm going to tell them when I get up there on my hind legs?
Do I want to know?
Sure, you're a big guy.
I am diminished.
Yeah. Well, whatever. I think what I'll tell them is this, that I've been living with two people about as splendid as you can get, that if I were born to other people, it couldn't have been any better.
Martin sighs heavily, putting a protesting hand up.
No, really. I mean it. You two are about as good as they come. You're smart and fair, and you have a sense of humor, both of you, and you're Democrats. You're Democrats, aren't you?
More than they are sometimes.
That's what I thought. And you figured out that raising a kid doesn't include making him into a carbon copy of you, that you're letting me think you're putting up with me being gay far better than you probably are.
Oh, no.
Thank you, by the way.
It's the least.
Right.
You're gay?
Shut up. Anyway, you let me have it better than a lot of kids, better than a lot of moms and dads have. A lot closer to what being a grown-up will look like, as far as I can tell. Good guidance. It's great to see how two people can love each other.
Don't.
At least that's what I thought. Until yesterday. Until the shit hit the fan.
Billy, please don't.
Until the shit hit the fan and the talk I was going to do at school became history. What will I say now? Goodness me. The good ship Lollipop has gone in sink. What will I say? Let's see. I came home yesterday and everything had been great. Absolutely normal. Therefore great. Great parents, great houses, great trees, great cars. You know, the old great. But then today I came home and what did I find? I find my great mom and my great dad talking about a letter from a great good friend Ross.
Fuck Ross.
Yes. A letter from a great good friend Ross, written to great good mom about how great good dad has been out in the barnyard fucking animals.
Don't do this.
animals. Well, one in particular, a goat. A fucking goat. You see, guys, your stories are all swell or whatever, but I've got one that'll knock your socks off, as he used to say. Wipe the tattoos right off your butts. You see, while great old mom and great old dad have been doing the great old parenting thing, one of them has been underneath the house, down in the cellar, digging a pit so deep, so wide, so huge, we'd all fall in it. And never be able to climb out again. Really fun? Okay. No matter how much we want to, how hard we try. And you see, kids, fellow students, you see, I love these people. I love the man who's been down there digging when he's not giving it to a goat. I love this man. I love him.
Drops whatever he's holding, moves to Martin, arms out.
I love him.
Wraps his arms around Martin, who doesn't know what to do. Starts kissing Martin on the hands, then on the neck, crying the while. Then it turns, or does it, and he kisses Martin full on the mouth. A deep sobbing, sexual kiss. Ross has entered, stands watching Martin, Martin tries to disengage from Billy, but Billy moans, holds on. Finally, Martin shoves him away. Billy stands there, still sobbing, arms around nothing. They have not seen Ross.
Don't do that.
I love you.
Sure you do. You
faggot. You faggot.
That's not what I was going to say.
Dad, I love you. Hold me, please.
Martin holds him, strokes him.
No.
Billy disengaging finally.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
No, it's all right.
Arms out.
Here, let me hold you.
Billy moves to him again, a momentary silent embrace.
Excuse me.
They're startled, split. Maybe Billy stumbles over something.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your little...
What? See a man kissing his son, Anne and his son kissing? That would go nicely in one of your fucking letters. Judas, get out of here.
It wasn't what you think.
Yes. Yes, it was. I want to apologize. Too bad you couldn't have brought over your fucking TV crew. Don't you and your son ever kiss? Don't you and what's his name? Todd love one another?
Not that way.
That way? What way?
Points vigorously at Billy.
The boy is hurt. I've hurt him, and he still loves me, you fucker. He loves his father. And if it clicks over and becomes what? Sexual for just a moment? So what? So fucking what? He's hurt, and he's lonely, and mind your own fucking business.
You're sicker than I thought.
No, I'm hysterical.
It did. It clicked over, and you were just another
All right.
man. I get confused. Sex and love, loving, and I probably do want to sleep with him. I want to sleep with everyone.
It's all right.
Except you, probably.
Jesus, sick. What is it, contagious?
What?
Martin moves over to comfort Billy.
There was a man told me once, a friend, We went to the same gym. He told me he had a kid in his lap one day. Not even old enough to be a boy or a girl, a baby. He had it on his lap, and it was gurgling, making a little giggling sound. And had it with his arm. He had it with his arms around him in his lap, shifting it from side to side to make it happier, to make it giggle more. All at once, he realized it was getting hard.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
But the baby in his lap was making him hard, not arousing him. It wasn't sexual, but it was happening.
Jesus.
And his dick was rising to the baby in his lap. His baby, his lap. And when he realized what was happening, he thought he would die. His pulse was going a mile a minute, and his ears were ringing loud, very loud. He was going to faint. He knew it. The moment passed, and he knew it had all been an accident. It meant nothing. That nothing was connected to anything else. His wife came in. She smiled. He smiled. Handed her the baby. And that was that. It was over. Things happened. Besides, I'm hysterical, remember?
What are you doing? Defending yourself? Jesus, you're sick.
Do you have any other words? Sick and Jesus, is that all you have?
Well, was it me? Was it me, Dad? Was the baby me?
Martin to Billy after a pause.
Hush.
Was it?
So, what do you want right here and now, motherfucker? Judas?
Stevie called. What? An hour ago or more? She said you needed me. She said to come over.
I don't. Get out. She called you?
Yes.
Shakes his head.
Getting hard with a baby. Is there anything you people don't get off on?
Was it, Dad?
Of course not, Billy. Is there anything we people don't get off on? Is there anything anyone doesn't get off on? Whether we admit it or not, whether we know it or not. Remember Saint Sebastian with all the arrows shot in him? He probably came, Sebastian, all the arrows shot in him. God knows the faithful did. Shall I go on? You want to hear about the cross?
No. Of course it wasn't. Wasn't me.
Ross shaking his head.
Sick, sick, sick.
I'll tell you what's sick. Writing that fucking letter to Stevie. Why does it matter? That's what's sick. I tell you about it. I share it with you. That the whole awful thing. Because I think I've lost it. Maybe I tell you. I share it with you because you're what? You're my best friend in the whole world. Because I needed to tell somebody with his head on straight enough to hear it. I tell you, you fucking turn around and...
I had to.
No, you didn't. You didn't have to.
I couldn't let you continue.
I could have worked it out. I could have stopped, and no one would have known except you, motherfucker. Mr. One Strike and you're out. I could have.
No, you couldn't.
I could have worked it out. And now nothing can ever be put back together. Ever.
Dad?
You shut up.
Billy winces. Martin reacts.
God, I'm sorry.
To Ross.
Yes, all right. It was sick. And yes, it was compulsive and...
Is. Not was. Is. Is.
Is. All right? is sick, is compulsive.
And it was wrong.
It was what?
Wrong. Deeply, destructively wrong.
Whatever you want. But I could have handled it. You didn't have to bring it all down. You didn't have to destroy both of us. You didn't have to destroy Stevie, too.
Me? Me bring you down? This isn't embezzlement, honey. This isn't stealing from helpless widows. This isn't going to whores and throwing down with the clap or whatever, you know. This isn't the stuff that stops a career in its tracks for a little while. Humiliation, public remorse, then back up again. This is beyond that. Way beyond it. You want to go slip up one day. Someone will see you. Somebody will surprise you one day in whatever barn you put her in, no matter where you put her. Somebody will see you on your knees behind the damn animal, your pants around your ankles. Someone will catch you at it.
Leave him alone, for God's sakes, Ross.
Ross waving Billy off to Martin.
Do you know there are prison terms for this? Some states, they kill you for it. Do you know what they do to you, the press, everybody? Down it all comes, your career, your life, everything. For fucking a goat.
Shakes his head sadly. Billy is weeping quietly.
But it is then. That people will know, that people will find out, that I can do whatever I want, and that's what matters. The people will find out. Fuck the thing itself. Fuck what it means. The people will find out.
Your soul is your own business. The rest I can help you with.
Of course it's my business. And clearly you don't have one.
Oh?
So that's what it comes down to, eh? What we can get away with.
Sure.
Oh, thank God it's so simple. I thought it had to do with love and loss, and it's only about getting by. Well, Stevie and I have been wrestling with the wrong angel. When she comes back, if she comes back, I'll have to set her straight. Does nobody understand what happened?
Oh, for Christ's sake, Martin.
Dad.
Why can't anyone understand this? That I am alone. All alone.
We hear a sound at the door.
Mom?
Billy going into the hall, gone. Pause to Ross begging.
You do understand, don't you?
Ross shakes his head.
No.
Stevie is dragging a dead goat. The goat's throat is cut. The blood is down Stevie's dress. On her arms, she stops.
Oh my God.
What have you done?
Here.
Billy to no one, helpless, a quiet plea.
Help. Help.
Oh my God.
Martin moves towards Stevie.
Done. Oh my God. What have you done?
Billy is crying. Stevie regards Martin for a moment. Ross is immobile. Stevie turns to face him evenly without emotion.
I went where Ross told me I would find your friend. I found her. I killed her. I brought her here to you. Nope.
What
Why are you surprised? What did you expect me to do?
did she do? What did she ever do?
To Stevie.
I ask you, what did she do?
She loved you, you say. As much as I do.
To Stevie.
I'm sorry.
To Billy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Billy to one, then the other. No reaction from them.
Dad? Mom?
Tableau. End. Yay.
Yay, us.
Great job, everybody. As with all things, promote a charity. Today we'll do the okraproject.com, TheOkraproject.com. They have a wonderful little thing. They just launched Tony McDade mental health charity, which just that is fantastic, as well as just overall they're fantastic charity to donate to. They're helping getting food out to people that need it in the Black trans community. So yeah, go and donate to them. Super worthwhile, super helpful to people that need it. Come to the reading on Monday night, or not the reading, the discussion on Monday night with Andy. Send your friends the PDF. If you know how to flip it for people, flip it so it's upright and not the way that we all received it. Send it to them, tell them to come to the discussion. I don't think I have anything else business-wise. Does anybody else have anything they want to say?
Nope.
Thomas, leave the goats alone, okay?
Yeah, don't fuck animals.
Yeah. In fact, that's the charity I want to give to next week.
Don't fuck animals.
Yes.
Don't fuck animals.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, great job, everybody. It's wonderful to see you all. I am going to press stop recording. Feel free to hang out as long as you want.